Okay, that's cheating. It's still not working.
No, it's not. It's like if there were just more volume somehow.
His list was a lot meaner than I thought it would be. It felt almost spiteful. So I'm gonna just come back as hard as I can. Sabotage.
Today we're playing MainStage Sabotage.
Yeah, this is a crazy idea. So we're each gonna have a small amount of time to cause problems in this keys rig, and then the other person is gonna have 5 minutes to discover and fix all of these sabotages. Is it a terrible idea? Maybe. You'll find out in this video.
So the first round is the easy round where we just have 3 sabotages to fix.
So let's get started. Okay, so for round 1, my 3 sabotages are, in layout mode, I'm going to unassign the keyboard. So when you play anything on the MIDI controller, it's not gonna get passed through to the channel strips in MainStage, and you're not gonna get any audio output. Secondly, I'm gonna turn on MainStage's global mute. So again, no matter what you do, you're not gonna hear anything as long as that global mute is turned on. And lastly, I'm gonna go to the sustain pedal and I'm gonna flip the polarity switch so that anytime the sustain pedal is pressed down, all the notes are gonna be staccato, and then when the pedal isn't pressed, it's gonna sustain everything infinitely.
So I'm going to change the output to no output on the channel strip. And then I'm going to de-assign the keyboard from the actual channel strip so I can't play the layers. And then finally, I'm going to take off Do Not Disturb and then have it so I can make a phone call and it will come through his speakers, because you should always turn off Do Not Disturb before you're going to play.
3 minutes. All right, keyboard's working.
Okay, first thing I want to check is that everything is plugged in and secure. MacBook is plugged in. It's gonna be fine.
Expression is on. Okay, the outputs have been changed. So the output was set to no output. So we'll change those to output 1 and 2 instead. See, this takes way more time than just turning off master mute.
USB. So I see the power set's in, but obviously the keyboard's not working, so he probably unassigned it. And it's still selected, so. Now it's assigned. I'm just gonna assign everything. Actually, check everything. Audio. Oh, he inverted the sustain pedal. I can see it in the image. See if this has the switch. There we go. So no audio.
So that's back. I don't see the layers. Okay, so the layers aren't floating over the on-screen keyboard. So that means that the MIDI input, yeah, has been set to none for each channel strip. So I've got to go here. I have to do each of these things 6 times.
You can see it coming through. I don't know if he would have turned that down. It's up. Let's see. Check the audio preferences here.
Okay, and that's all of them. Okay, so I've got audio. Okay, I don't hear anything wrong with that.
I can change the output just so I can test it, because I'll know in the Mac, and then I can diagnose if it's something else. Unfortunately, this takes time. What's my time, Jeremy?
You got 1:20.
If you can't notice the sabotage, is it really a sabotage?
Oh my gosh, this computer is slow. It's gonna take all my time. It's bait. Okay, so that finally switched over. So something else is, oh, there goes my channel strips up. Muted, there it is. So yeah, let's just make sure it's sustain. Working fine. Everything's working. I think we're good.
Okay, I don't really know what's left. Jeremy, how much time do I have?
35 seconds.
Oh. Ryan Musa wants to FaceTime. Do Not Disturb is off. That's dirty. Okay. That's a sneaky one. Ryan, get in here. You gave me a FaceTime call. Okay.
We tell everybody, turn on Do Not Disturb.
I was getting really paranoid because there was nothing else wrong.
Yeah, we wanted to time it so you'd have like 20 seconds to make the decision.
Okay,
To quickly flip that switch.
that was definitely a bigger sabotage than the stuff that I did to you. But I caught that, and then you had the audio, or the outputs for all the channel strips set to no output.
I did.
And then what was the third thing? Oh, all of the layers, MIDI input was set to none.
Yep.
So this was tough because each of those problems took like 6 channel strips to fix.
The one that took me forever is I checked like the channel strips, make sure those weren't muted,
Oh yeah.
but then I didn't notice that this was checked.
Master mute is rough because if you hit the M key on the keyboard, it turns the master mute on, which is a horrible feature because it's really easy to hit the M key, and it's not. It doesn't even like. It should light up red or orange or something that says like, "Warning, this is muted." I'm glad you caught it. That one comes up a bunch. Like
That's
people
a
will
tricky one.
troubleshoot everything, and then the master mute.
Yeah, that was my last thing. So that was pretty fun, but I think we can take it up a level.
Yeah, I mean, easy mode, like the easy round is easy for a reason, right? So now comes the no holds barred extreme edition round, where we are each gonna do as many sabotages as we can fit into 3 minutes, and then the other person's just gonna have 5 minutes to find them all. Let's check it out. Sabotage.
So we're gonna change autosave here, make it as close as possible. So every single minute it's gonna save his concert, his sustain. So I'm going to just invert it here, but also I'm going to mess it up in MainStage as well. So you go to the concert level, select the sustain pedal. I'm just gonna make it do something random. So it'll be inverted and it'll do something random. Let's open just a ton of Google Chrome tabs. Hopefully we don't crash the screen recorder. This is lots of RAM going down the drain. That's probably enough. All right, minimize that. Oh yeah, okay. His fan turned on, so that's a good sign. USB cable's just slightly out, so that's his audio interface. I will unplug the speakers a little bit. Actually, I'll just turn them off. Oh, and unplug them just a little bit. Turn them down all the way. Okay, and then I'll just solo a channel strip there. That's it. Hopefully he does good on this.
Okay, 5 minutes. Let's find out what's broken. All right, no MIDI. Let's check the cables. That's unplugged a little bit. Still no MIDI, so these cables are unplugged a little bit. Still no MIDI. That cable's unplugged a little bit. Why no MIDI from this? There it is, okay. So the keys are responding now, so that's good. The tonic reverse. That's okay. We got audio. It's coming out of this here though. It's not coming out of my speakers through the audio interface. So I'm gonna go to audio output. Making sure nothing else is weird. Output looks fine. So now we just have to wait for this to happen. This is like a minute plus penalty. So I have to go over here and check why that would be. Oh, the volume's turned down. That's good. I'm gonna turn the volume on the interface back up. Okay, so we got like a minute left, Jeremy? Okay, so I've got audio coming through now, but it sounds really goofy. And I don't know why. Everything looks fine. So going to the output. Maybe there's something in the audio preferences that is still impacting this. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I might be stuck here. This is weird. Time? Man, what is that? That's unsettling. Okay, we'll bring Ryan in and we'll find out. I'm really excited. What did you do? What else is left?
What's wrong with it?
It just sounds weird.
Sounds really subby.
Did you turn the monitors off? Is that allowed? Okay, that's cheating. Man, you are fiercely competitive.
All right.
Game, respect, game. What was wrong? Everything was unplugged. Volume
I
on
have a whole list here.
the volume on the interface was turned down. Yeah, what was going on? Autosave. Oh, I didn't get autosave.
It was
Is this a
off
sustain
every,
pedal?
every minute.
Is the sustain pedal inverted?
No. Oh
Okay.
yes, it is. It should be.
It's not.
Oh what? It's all. It should have been mapped to the play button.
A ton of Chrome tabs open.
A ton of Chrome tabs.
What? What? Come on.
This thing's got RAM for days.
You did a lot.
That master, and then I. Did you catch the soloed?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
got that one.
I got that one. Yeah, that was it. That was a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. All right, first I'm gonna do some simple stuff. I'm just gonna unassign the keyboard. I'm gonna invert the sustain pedal. I'm gonna turn output 1 and 2 down, and I'm going to mute it. And I'm gonna turn on the master mute. And I'm gonna solo one of the buses so that nothing else is gonna make sound at all. I'm also gonna mute all the other channel strips in the patch. So he's gonna have to go in and do all of those things. I'm gonna turn the keyboard off and I'm gonna unplug it slightly, which will mess with him a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume of the Mac down, which I think will actually trip him up. I'm gonna turn down expression for all the channel strips. This is a tough one because it's a really common MIDI CC, so it gets tripped by people plugging pedals into their keyboards all the time. They don't realize what it's doing, and it's like hidden at the top of the channel strip. So if you're down here, you can't even see it at all. Okay, I'm gonna unplug the sustain pedal slightly. I'm gonna bypass all of the instrument plugins, so I have to turn all of those back on to get any audio. I'm gonna set all the channel strips to a bus, but instead of just setting it to nothing, I'm gonna set it to the shimmer bus. So if he happens to discover this last, everything's gonna be audible, but it's gonna sound super dumb. And I'm actually, I think, gonna hide it a little bit. I'm gonna set the first view to normal so that he thinks everything looks fine until he gets over here, and then it's just gonna be a mess of shimmer. His list was a lot meaner than I thought it would be. It felt almost spiteful. So I'm gonna just come back as hard as I can. So I'm gonna turn down all of the sounds because I think that's an easy one to actually just overlook. We're just gonna turn everything all the way down. And then I'm gonna turn all of the tone sliders down in the workspace. And then I'm gonna just save so that these changes are saved to the patch. I'm gonna go to Audio Preferences, Advanced Settings. I'm gonna bring his core usage down to 1. That's gonna slow him down a bunch. And then I'm gonna decrease the IO buffer size to 16, which is gonna set the computer on fire. That's it. That's all I've got. Those are my sabotages.
Okay, I feel like I have to just basically set up a keys rig, check everything. Power, power, plug, plug. That's nice. That's a good one. Plug. Oh no. Okay, that fits. All right, we'll just start off. No keys. So let's assign this keyboard. Oh dear. Is this a different USB cable? You didn't cut the cord. But it's not working. Oh, is it not? What? No. It runs off USB power. Unless you switched it. I don't know how to use this keyboard. Can you? It's too simple to have that option. Oh, it has a switch. I don't own this keyboard. I don't know these things. Oh my goodness, mine don't have power switches. That's good though. That's fair enough. Okay, not inverted. We're assigned. Everything's looking nice and spicy. Okay. Good. Everything's down. Okay, no audio, and everything's muted. Everything's still not coming through though, because everything's muted up top as well. Oh, I see more things than I can click. What's my time, Jeremy? Output, that's a good one. Okay, they all have outputs, except for some of them. It's good. If you switch the mode of this or something. MIDI input, keyboard 1. Oh, the expressions probably. Aha! That's a good one. Oh no. I'm running out of ideas here. All right, so if I were to troubleshoot this from here, let's just check. Audio, big knob, 1, 2 is the output. Oh, I bet you I know it's what it is. But first I want to just check my autosave, which is on never, that's nice. Just for fun, I'm just checking stuff in here. Oh my gosh! Never run at 16. It won't happen.
You changed it. That cost you like at least a minute.
I know, but I feel like you did something. It's not gonna happen in time. I better start moving on. That's plugged in.
I didn't do the modern thing, man.
I did, so.
That's it.
Keyboard is assigned. They're showing up as layers. The channel strips are there.
How do the instrument plugins look?
Oh my gosh.
They're all turned off.
It's still not working.
If there were just more volume somehow.
Do you turn the plugin volume down?
What's the easiest way to adjust the volume on a Mac? I still got you. Like the sustain pedals. The sustain pedal's inverted still.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It just shows up.
And then like half of the channel strips are sent through a shimmer bus instead of the output.
I didn't even notice. I was just looking I was looking for no output.
Cacophonous. I thought like if I kept the first two right, you would scrub past the rest of them.
Yeah, I was looking for no output and not.
All right, folks, that's MainStage Sabotage. It's pretty hard, pretty scary to go in there not knowing what was wrong, but it was a bunch of fun. And I hope that you maybe actually found 1 or 2 things that you can remember, and the next time your rig needs a little help, you can look to some of these potential problems and find the answer.
If you're a keys player, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you if you've maybe ran into any of these issues along the way.
And especially leave a comment if somebody that is on your worship team actually has purposely sabotaged your rig. That sounds like a really great story, so hit us up in the comments with that. Also, leave a comment and let us know who played dirtier.